After dealing with unfaithful and uncommitted workers, I created my own hiring rules. Maybe this could also help you if you're faced or you're currently facing the challenges I had in the past. Because hear me out, the kinds of staff you hire will either determine if you and your business will succeed or fail. Let me even make you understand this even better. Hiring categories for failure vary. There is a category that when you hire, your failure is very rapid. And of course, there is another category that when you hire, your failure is on slow motion. And before you realize it, you're dead. If I must advise you, none of these categories is fit for anyone with a good intention or good intent for scaling up his or her business. I have hired a highly skillful staff, but even me, who was scared of delegating work to him. I have also hired someone with a very good character, but I would have to always think for him. So if I'm not on ground, the office goes to sleep. Now in this age, when things are moving really, really fast, you don't need to hire on emotions. And that reminds me, I hired one very young guy, and guess what? He sold everything he could lay his hands on in both my office and even at the site. I guess I would have been the next person he would have sold before God found him. Now that said, please, my dear friends, be careful when you hire. And if you must hire, then I need you to look at these 3 things I'm going to talk about in the prospects that you're hiring before handing over that employment later to the person. Rule number 1, hire character before skill. This is it. Character will go farther than skill. Now, with a great character, skill is easy to acquire. And don't forget that building character at old age is a very, very difficult task. Something someone's parent couldn't imbibe in a child should not be your task. This is not only about employees. There are also employers with very horrible character to test to that. So the advice is, please check before you leave. Apply it. Rule number 2, hire hunger before experience. Let me tell you this. People who come from very difficult backgrounds and with good characters are far better than those very comfortable environments, are far better than those that came from a very comfortable environment. Now, if you have one with good and good character as well, because there are, then go and give testimonies in your chart, because they will give you the ultimate result you so desire. Ultimately, when a man is hungry for success, he or she becomes your best bet for your business to grow. They are always willing to take a deep dive, and they can take bullets even. They will listen to you and act for your growth, because they believe that when you grow, they can never get hungry. Now, this set of people will never steal from you. They don't look outside for opportunities. They just want you to succeed so that they in turn can also succeed. Now, I'll tell you this, as a young man, as a young Bacan basically, from a very poor background, I was very scared of breaking the rules in my days because the bank actually saved my ass. I could compare myself to my peers at the time and saw how God gave me a special lifeline. So I went there wanting to avoid going to the streets or to hunger. Now, the third and last rule, hire learners before experts. Hire learners before experts. If you do not have people with hunger to learn, then fear you will soon crash. Any staff you hire because he's an expert and believes he shouldn't be directed or corrected on the things you want him or she her to do is a bad roommate. So hire smartly with these very 3 rules I have given to you, and you'll be happy you did. I'll see you again. Bye.